Hi, I'm Michael Partington, and I love to use Savarez strings, always normal tension. I put them on two of my concert guitars, double top by Martin Blackwell, and a traditional guitar by Christopher Dean.
Hello, welcome to Savarez TV, and we're just off to Seattle to meet Michael Partington. Hello Michael, how are you?
Hi Matt, I'm fine. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you digitally too. Hope everything's fine your end. How did the COVID-19 business and all the confinement, I hope everything's fine your side. How did you live with that then?
I found myself with a lot of extra practice time. I mean, we're still, obviously we're still able to do some sort of performing. And I've done 2 or 3 streaming concerts, but it's not like being in the same room as the audience. It's a very strange experience.
And tell me a little bit about your relationship with Savarez then.
So I've been using Savarez strings for, at least 20 years, I would guess. And I've used a lot of different strings over the years, and there are lots of string manufacturers out there, lots of string manufacturers trying all sorts of new ideas, and you'll try a new set of strings and you find them, something about them is good. And I used to experiment all the time, but I always found myself coming back to Savarez. And eventually realized, maybe I should just stop experimenting and just stick to what I know is good. So I've been using them consistently for a long time. And I think that they are also a company, that has also led in innovation. And I think the improvements that they continue to make, even when they're sort of at the top of their game, they're continuing to try to improve. They're always striving to do something better. The Cantiga strings, the bass strings, for example, when they came out, I was really shocked at how good they are. And, as all guitarists will tell you, bass strings wear out too quickly. And if you're a coffee drinker and a smoker, which I must confess I am, that creates a lot of acidity in your skin. Your bass strings wear out much more quickly. And the Cantiga strings were remarkable in their ability to put up with whatever I was throwing at them. And then when they released the Cantiga Premium, it blew my mind. They're actually, they're fantastic strings. It's really, it's very exciting. Between you and me, it doesn't seem like a very smart business move because I'm going to use far fewer of them because they last so long. But they're really awesome. So, so I use those consistently in concert. I love their recording strings as well. Again, several companies have different kinds of recording strings, polished or, kind of flat wound strings so that they don't squeak when you're trying to record with them. And typically those strings sound, a notch below the comparable round wound strings. Savarez, you don't seem to have that compromise. Their recording strings are still, very powerful. They speak really clearly. They're just awesome.
What tension do you use in particular? Does it depend, or you're always on the same set?
I'm almost always on normal tension strings. I think normal tension strings are far superior. It's a big sort of ongoing argument between people about whether hard tension's better, normal tension's better. And normal tension is better. I'll just settle the argument once and for all. It's always a pleasure to see Bernard and the rest of the Severus family. They talk about the Severus family, and it's a lovely thing to feel like you're a part of their family. They're so welcoming, they're so interested, and they have so much engagement with their artists. I think it's not just a question of like, oh yeah, we'll sign you up, or here, have some free strings. They genuinely care about what they do. They genuinely care about the people that they do it for. And, that's an unusual and treasured thing, I think, in business. It really feels, they make you feel special, and that's obviously nice.